And that brings me to the matching tax. That's another hot topic. Matching tax appealed off the ballot. Will it make it back in time to be voted on? I don't know. But I will tell you right now, if you're out there thinking the matching tax is a good thing, and I realize it's an unpopular decision for some people out there, if you vote yes for the matching tax, if it does make it back on the ballot, you are voting for your own death. I am telling you right now, it's not about the rich people. This has nothing to do with the rich people. First off, this is you putting your trust into the government to spend your money wisely. But now let's say, hey, let's raise the taxes on businesses when their knees are almost cut off underneath them, and then say, yeah, come on in. Why don't those businesses just move to the suburbs? Why aren't they just going to move out of state? And if you think that's not going to happen, you're thinking completely illogically. And the more businesses that leave, the less tax revenue comes in. Here's a great example, guys. There was this guy, his name was Ken Griffin. He owned a company named Citadel. They are super loaded. Now, him and JB got in a fight, and essentially, Griffin left because of that. People could say whatever they want, but let's face it, the two billionaires hate each other. I read this morning in the news, Ken Griffin just gave $50 million to a kids' hospital. I don't know about you. I wish a kids' hospital here got $50 million. Do you know how much $50 million could do to the Southside school system? You do realize that like a business like Citadel that brings in like a couple $100 million a year is phenomenal, right? Let me ask you something. 0 plus 0 still equals 0, okay? So if we have $0 coming in and I'm giving you $0, that's 0. Maybe you don't like seeing businesses get tax breaks. Sure, so do I. Fuck the rich, right? Screw these guys over. They're terrible. But guess what? When we got 0 coming in, that's 0. I don't know about you, but if we had somebody like Ken here and we got $200 million, we could do some weird shit with that for the schools. Imagine we got an extra $200 million this year and we were like, hey, here's the South and West schools. Let's get all these kids iPads. Let's get these kids a better education program. You could probably get every kid in the school a tutor to learn and to educate themselves. $200 million goes a long way. But instead, let's all talk about, I don't like the values that Ken stands for, so let's let him leave. Who gives a shit what he stands for? $200 million to kids in need. Instead, we let Florida have that money.